A lot of dudes walk around thinking they're making decisions, but in reality, they're just being puppet mastered by pride, pain, and invisible pressure. It's not just in the streets either. You see it in boardrooms, locker rooms, social media, trying to act hard like that's just who they are. Truth is, they just never questioned the mask that they've been wearing since they were kids. But here's the crazy part. Most don't even realize that it's been programmed in them. You're not protecting yourself, you're just reacting. You're not built different, you've just been built by a different type of trauma. Let me show you how deep this goes. So some years ago, I'm outside, hot summer day, with my cousin and two homies in the projects, shooting dice on the concrete under a pissy stairway. Kids playing, people posted, illegal activity everywhere, just another day. Someone yells, "There go Redwood." Redwood owed my cousin some money. So cuz yells out, "Yo, what's up? I need that." Redwood hits him with the classic line, "I ain't got it right now." But mind you, y'all just seen him spend money with someone else. Cuz walks up on him, pulls out a little 22, hit him in the leg. Bow! 15 years later, I asked him why he did it. He said, if I let him get away with it, everybody else would have tried it. That's survival mode. In that world, it almost makes sense. But outside of it, it's self-destruction. I love to sit up here and say, I never moved like that. But up until I noticed it, I was stuck in that same pattern. I'd get booked, come home, say I'm done, but then fall right back in. Because deep down, I tell myself, this time I'm smarter. Man, this time they ain't gonna catch me. But it wasn't about being smart. It was about being addicted. Addicted to the fast money, the respect, the adrenaline rush from surviving shit you weren't supposed to survive. When I was 22, I sat in jail fighting a case that could have ended it all. 25 years. But during that time, I started noticing something different. I see guys come back in that place 2, 3 times within a single year. Like that place was a revolving door. New charges, same faces. So I started asking questions like, yo, what you doing back here? Most would say stuff like, man, my PO was on bullshit and violated me. Or I had to get it. I ain't had no other options. And trust me, I get it. A lot of those reasons are real. But over time, I started to notice something deeper. They weren't just slipping. They were still living like the same person. He left the trap, but never left the identity. Dr. Matthew Maltz, he was a plastic surgeon, but what he discovered had nothing to do with the face. He said, the self-image is the key to human personality and behavior. Change the self-image and you change the personality and behavior. And that hit me. These guys weren't stuck because of probation or bad luck or even lack of opportunity. They were stuck because they never upgraded how they saw themselves. And I realized, neither had I. Once I understood that I was showing up as the same dude in a different setting, it all clicked. I wasn't failing because I didn't want it bad enough. I was failing because I was trying to change my behavior without changing the blueprint behind it. It's like putting a new engine inside a car that still has a bent frame. You're still going to crash. But once I started shifting up my self-image, not all at once, but little by little, things started to change in a way that finally made sense. Let me give you an example. Once the gym became a part of my identity, not something I should do, but something I do. It stopped feeling like a chore. Now if I miss a day, it doesn't even feel normal. Like when you leave the house and forgot your wallet, you don't feel right until you go back and grab it. Same with how I handle conflict. I used to react with emotion. Someone say something crazy, and I'm flying off the handle. I had to prove myself. But now that I value peace of mind over proving myself, things changed. I don't match energy no more. Because most dudes not even willing to take it, I was willing to take it. And most importantly, I had more to lose. The old mindset told me, keep up your image, don't look weak, don't let nobody try you. But that shit don't age well. You start to realize most of the people who prove themselves aren't even here to talk about it. Once I upgraded how I saw myself, I started attracting better problems. I wasn't ducking court dates. I was trying to manage content drops. I wasn't worried about who was plotting. I was worried about who needed the message. Life starts to change when the image you're working from actually matches the man you're becoming. You don't become your best self by trying harder. You become him by becoming someone new from the inside out. Like Dr. Moat said, you can't outperform your self-image. And once you start to see yourself different, everything else follows. So now I guess the question is, how do you actually change your self-image? And I'll be real with you. It isn't overnight, but it is possible. And it starts with 3 things that changed everything for me. Step 1 is curate your environment. Your environment is either feeding the old you or fueling the one you're trying to become. When I was trying to stop drinking and had liquor in the crib, guess what? I drank that shit. When I was trying to stop reacting with anger but stayed around loud, aggressive energy, guess what I did? I matched it. You don't rise above the environment. You adapt to it. So ask yourself, who do I hang with? What do I consume? Where do I spend the majority of my energy? You don't need to cut off everything cold turkey, but you damn sure need to make sure your environment isn't keeping you in survival mode. Step 2, audit your identity triggers. Your triggers tell the truth about your self-image. If your trigger for working out is, I want to look good, then one bad day at work, and boom, no workout. But if your trigger is, this is who I am, this is what I do, then it don't even matter how you feel. You move anyway. Same with anger. If your trigger is, he disrespected me, then you'll always need someone to behave a certain way for you to feel at peace. That's slavery. But if your trigger is, I have too much to lose, or I don't have to react in order to feel powerful, now you're in control. Choose triggers that align with your future identity, not the ones that keep you stuck in the past. Step 3, identity journaling. Now this may sound soft, but it's powerful. Take 5 minutes every morning and write this. If I was that version of me, what would I do today? That's it. It's not about being fake. It's about training your mind to see a new blueprint. And every time you write it, speak it, and act on it, you're telling your brain, this is who I am. And your brain starts looking for ways to back that up. You've been trying to change your life by changing your habits. But if those habits don't match who you see yourself as, they'll never stick. Change your self-image, and the rest will start to follow. Jay said, you think I work this hard to stay the same? You don't grind to stay in survival mode. You grind to evolve. Evolve your habits, but more than that, evolve your identity. Everything else follows. If this hit, share it with someone you care about, or just run it back every time you feel like you're slipping. Also, check out my new guide, 50-page guide. It's called From Survival to Self-Made. Link inside the description. You can download it for free. Check that out. And until next time, stay tuned.